Hello, Sporting Bet customers. How are you? I'm in an anonymous hotel somewhere in the north of England and next to a very huge stadium. Can't tell you anymore, but it's one of the most important things I've done in many years, and it's related to the book. It's a huge interview that's going to take place soon. The book being the biography of Pep Guardiola, which I'm spending some time doing this season. It should be out in September. And I had to travel by train to get here, and I cannot wait for what's going to happen tomorrow, which will be this interview, which I'll tell you about it soon. Anyway, what have we got? We've got a Champions League, and we've got Bayern Munich in a very difficult game against Basel. Yes, Bayern Munich showed by winning 7-1 at the weekend that they are in top form. They are confident, and Mario Gomez scoring for fun. You should put some money on him scoring, I think, if you're going to put some money on this one, because it's going to be such a hard one for Bayern Munich. I can't see Basel, the way they defend deep and counter-attack could hurt Bayern Munich if they don't get of the event and the circumstances and the stadium. So very difficult one. I've got the impression Basel maybe with set pieces especially may be able to score, in which case Bayern Munich will need 3 goals. I don't know. I think it could be one of those that will surprise many. Can you imagine Basel in how would you say it? Basilea is how we said in Spanish. Anyway, in the next round. Well, after 1-0 at home, it shows that they can match Bayern Munich. Absolutely everybody was disappointing at Bayern Munich in the first leg, and I see Basel scoring. So hard. I don't know. I think it could be, as I'm saying, a surprise here. Then, of course, Chelsea play against Napoli, and what we've got is a Napoli. I've got some stats here. A Napoli is on top form at the moment, especially Lavezzi, who is has scored in every one of the last 5 games for Napoli. I've got here, Napoli. They're in very good form as well. 3 consecutive victories, 4 consecutive victories. The last game was 6-3 against Cagliari. I don't see Chelsea going through. I think Napoli have done more than half the job that they had to do. I've got the impression that in that first game, Chelsea felt that needed to take the initiative, and probably they weren't ready for it. When actually, probably the best thing to do against Napoli is actually give them the ball, give them the initiative, especially being at home, and wait for the second leg. Well, that didn't take place. It's a 3-1 deficit that they're going to in the second leg, and I've got the impression that Napoli will again allow Chelsea to take the initiative. I've got one for you. I don't know why, and I said this before a few times, but I've got the impression that Torres will score. Torres will start and Torres will score. It may not be enough though. It may just be a couple of goals scored by Chelsea, but I've got the impression that Lavezzi, especially Lavezzi, in counter-attack can actually harm Chelsea. It will be a very tight game. Chelsea have not dominated this season in hardly any game, and even at home they've been struggling, so it could be a 2-1 victory, but one that may not be enough for Chelsea to go through. And of course, another big game happening midweek is Liverpool-Everton. Liverpool comes on the back of 3 consecutive defeats, but I think it's 12 games at home that they haven't lost to Everton. Everton, they just do what they do and do it very well. They believe in the manager. They know the limitations. I think it's a bit cheeky when David Moyes keeps saying that Liverpool have had so much money and we have been so far away from them. He's partly right, but it isn't that much money compared to the ones at the top. It is more money than Everton have had. So David Moyes, a manager I really respect and like, who I've spent hours talking to, and I buy into what he's trying to do. Who I think, and Everton fans will kill me at some point, he would like to try himself at a foreign team, or perhaps at Spurs or something different. It's interesting that Alex Ferguson has mentioned him as a potential candidate to replace him. In any case, he's very focused at the job in hand, and one of the things that he tries to motivate everybody for is the derby. But I've got the impression Liverpool, even though they don't have an extra gear, they don't have the tempo sometimes high enough to surprise teams. It all becomes a little bit predictable and hard to watch, to be honest. Despite all that, it's at home, so that means they're playing with 12, the 12th man being the fans, of course, and they may just take advantage of it. They're solid at the back, especially at home. It could be a draw, it could be a 0-0 draw, it could be a 1-1 draw. I will put my money on that anyway. So, more at the end of the week. I'll leave you now because I've got to prepare this fantastic interview I keep teasing you about, and I'll tell you all about it soon because it's going to be key for the book. In fact, I may start the book with it, but more later. Okay, I'll put this off if you allow me a second. Cheers, bye.